William here, Patriot Containers. I'm a small peon guy in a big industry. No employees, not a lot of sales compared to some of the big companies. But I started Patriot Containers because I wanted to do with what's best for my customers. And I wanted to provide a service in this industry that gives customers with what they really want. And again, like if you watch my videos, I'm watching this industry get worse. I've made a lot of videos in the last year. To be honest, I probably made 450 videos in 12 months. I'm amazed at how much crap, or not crap, just stuff that I can keep talking about. But I'm a fighter, and I'm not going to give up. My last two videos were probably the most impactful videos I can make that actually brought awareness to the people that needed to be aware that I want. How do I say this? It's my mission. I had two missions. My first mission was, let's start a good company and do with what's best for customers. I've achieved that. 11 years, not one single complaint from anybody that's ever bought a container from me. Doesn't exist. Done. Okay? Number two, this industry is getting worse with multi-level marketing companies. And I'm addressing it. I'm doing something about it. My last two videos have been about the NPSA. And I've felt that a lot of companies don't do anything about what's really wrong. And my last two videos have had a good impact, and I'm very happy about that. I've already talked to 3 people at the NPSA. The first 2 calls I made, because I called them, were me ranting. Me ranting, me investigating, me assuming. I just got off the phone with a guy at NPSA that, I don't want to say his name, but it was a very good, positive phone call where we agreed and disagreed. There is some things that are out of control, that there's nothing people can do. And companies can run their business however they want, whether it's legal or illegal and nobody knows that it's illegal. My biggest concern about what's happening in the cargo container industry right now, shipping lines agree with me, drivers agree with me, depots agree with me. A lot of people agree with what I'm saying because it's true. So the biggest problem with this industry right now is companies that are saying lies to make sales. They're growing out of control. Their business is a trap. So once you've fallen for the lies, you can't get out of their trap. It's designed for the company, but not for the buyer. That's the biggest problem in this industry right now. And I'm always trying to tell people this. I never want to rip off anybody in this industry. Nobody. I've never ripped off a driver. I've never ripped off a shipping line. I've never bit the hand that feeds me ever in 11 years. I'm a good, honest human being that means well. I've never ripped off a customer in 11 years, okay? If there is a problem, I run to the problem and fix it like a good company does. What I'm being aware of, and people keep telling me this, is it sounds like you have a good operation and you're doing a very good job. Most companies don't do it that way. It's true. It's true. Most brokers, they're never going to deliver on the right day. They buy shitty containers. And once you find out the hard way, you lose a lot of money. That's how this industry is. But it's not getting better, it's getting worse. So anyways, I want to go back to, I just got off the phone with a guy at the NPSA for 59 minutes. And we talked, mildly argued a little bit. Probably, I tend to talk over people. I hate that. And if you're watching my video, I'm sorry. It's just, I always have a lot to say. And if you're sitting there listening to something, and I'm listening to something, I have something to say, like, hey, can I comment on that before you move on? I do that a lot. I'm so sorry. But we both have mutual agreements. It's nice to hear that. It really is. What I was trying to tell that person is NPSA that they're not, they don't regulate these companies, and it's not designed that way. It's an association, and but there was positivity in this conversation. And I said, look, I'm here to help. I want to continue doing something for this industry to benefit customers. Me personally, I'm just sick and tired of these companies ripping people off. They figured out a system on how to get away with it. Getting people to see that, it's hard. It's really, really hard. You got to, number one, my advice to anybody that's watching my videos, you probably know the companies I'm talking about. Number two, if you're a customer and you're looking for a cargo container, always find out the company's name. Listen to what they're saying without making a purchase. Go to their terms and conditions and read it carefully, because it's going to say something different than with what you're being told. Go to the complaints on these companies and read them, not the positive reviews, because I truly believe that these companies pay companies to write fake 5-star reviews. I believe that it's slowed down a lot lately, but it used to happen on a daily basis. Like literally, I would watch it right before my eyes. It was a system. It was one complaint would come in, boom, 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 boom. And they're over the top fake 5-star reviews. And if you want proof, go to their Google, go to their BBB. Notice how they have big scores, because Google and BBB does not take down fake 5-star reviews. Then go to their Yelp. They have a 1 or a 2-star rating on Yelp, and Yelp actually takes down the fake reviews that they pay companies to write. There's actually a section for it. But when you read all these complaints, read how these companies are stealing people's money and getting away with it. And it doesn't matter if you never got a container. They're going to keep money. It doesn't matter if they deliver to you a rusty piece of junk with holes. They're going to keep your money. It doesn't matter all the lies that they've told you to take your money, and then come to find out all of it was lies, and it's too late. That's why they are traps. So me and this person at NPSA had mutual agreements. We had mutual frustrations. And I believe it was the most positive conversation that I've had in 1 year of making my videos. We left it at basically, hey, I'm here to help in any way possible, free of charge, and that's it. If I don't need to become a member, I don't need to. I do have my ideas on how to clean up this industry. Whether they can do that legally or not, that's something that could change in the future. I think they have to change I'm always giving you my opinion, but my opinion doesn't have to be the word of God. It doesn't. It's just, I believe in right and I believe in wrong. I believe I sell these things correctly. I believe I schedule them correctly. I believe I communicate correctly, and I do the job right. I don't believe that 95% of cargo container companies They are, if they do it right, it's lucky. If they do it wrong, it was blatantly done on purpose, and they don't care because they do it wrong. They know they're going to do this wrong, and they have to protect themselves from their own failures. That's why companies have cancellation fees, because they don't intend to deliver when they promised it to you. And if nothing ever arrives, they don't deserve a cancellation fee because they've done nothing. They basically waited for you to cancel so they can charge you a cancellation fee. If that's the truth, and when you read a complaint, it says, well, we bought a container in November and it's March, 5 months later, I don't have a container. Well, does that company even have a driver? How do you take 5 months to not deliver a container? If you don't have a driver or containers, and you don't own containers, and you're just taking orders waiting for people to cancel, you are a scam. So we had a lot of mutual agreements, a lot of things that I truly believe in, because I've studied these container companies. I've studied these container companies 8 years ago, 5 years ago. I've been watching them, just cringing at the stuff that they say, how they run their business, and all of their complaints. And about a year ago, I just said, yeah, you know what? Because there's two situations for me. If you can't beat them, join them. Well, guess what? I can't do that. I just can't. It's not in my blood to become a scam artist scheme. That's why I have such low thoughts of these companies. They know that I'm right about everything that they say, or everything that they are. They know I'm right. They hate my videos. They do not want you to see my videos. Even the guy at NPSA basically said, hey, you need to get more people that are end users to see your videos. That's what you need. But yeah, I just wanted to say something nice is there is mutual agreements with NPSA, and they are working at finding some type of legal resolution that they can do. And it was a very positive conversation. And I left it at this. It's like, hey, I'm here to help you, and I have no problem doing with what's right for customers. That's what I stand for. That's why Patriot Containers was started. My videos have had positive effects with people. Not all. One thing about my videos, I'm going to say this right now. Not everybody cares. In fact, what's even sadder than that is I don't think 80% of people care anymore. That's sad. It really is. So those 80% of people that don't care about the truth, that don't want to dial a phone, that they want to be put into this automated internet service, they're going to find out the hard way when they buy from the wrong company that basically sold them a ton of lies and provided the worst service, worst containers, and a money-making machine that was not designed for the buyer that fell for all their bullshit. That's the whole point of my videos, literally, is bringing awareness to people that care. I accept that people don't care anymore. That's sad. But anyways, I wanted to kind of clear the airs. I talked to him for 59 minutes, and it was a positive conversation of mutual agreements. I've talked to many people that agree with exactly with what I'm saying. And yeah, I guess that video from 2 videos ago was probably my most impactful video that is getting out to the right people, saying, hey, this is a problem. What do we do about it? That's a start. That's all I ask for. So anyways, guys, that's it. I wanted to clear the air. There is positivity in this, and that's what I'm here for. Trying to clean up an industry that's broken. And will it ever be fixed? Who knows? I really don't know. But I can't sit back and do nothing about it. I'd rather be original and next would be like, hey, look, I wish other companies would also do videos like this of industry awareness to call out these Pinocchio rookie companies. I call them Pinocchios because they're lying to you. I call them rookies because they fail at almost everything that they do. They really do. They're horrible companies that are, their system is a failure because And again, I hate tooting my own horn about this. I really do. The reason I'm so good at everything that I do in this industry is because I do everything by myself. When you place your order with me, it's me. When you're on the phone, I have to call a driver, have it scheduled. I purchase containers directly from shipping lines in the right conditions, and I'm very picky with what I deliver my customers. If you need to pick up the next day, you can place an order with those companies. You can't pick up from those companies the next day because they're not good at their work. They have too many people spread out everywhere of a system that fails. But the reason that they don't care is because the terms and conditions protects the company from everything that goes wrong. So the customers are failed by the company because they have a system that's broken. If you have too many people doing too much and everything's all spread out, you'll never run a good business. You won't. You're just going to run a shit show. Usually I've noticed this thing with companies. Usually companies that refuse to hop on the phone and just do everything by email, you get the worst service that way. I've said this in my videos in the past is I'm a phone guy. Grab the phone, get the job done. But if you have emails and emails and emails, all you're doing is responding to emails all day long. Pick up the phone and get the job done, and you'll be much more efficient. These companies can't do it. They don't want to be on the phone. They want you to email. And then when you send an email, when are they going to respond? Someday? It ain't going to be at the top of their priority when there's a problem. But to take your money, they'll get on the phone, they'll email you, boom, boom, do whatever it takes to make that sale. After the sale, crickets by these companies. So I was telling the guy at NPSA, if you want proof, read with what they're saying to their customers, then go to their terms and conditions, and then go to their complaints. Just like I say to all customers that are watching my videos that are looking for a cargo container, if you don't do that, you're going to buy from the company that's lying to you the most. And that's what this industry has turned into. I don't want to drag this on longer, but anyways, I have nothing good to say, nothing bad to say, and only good about NPSA. I feel like my video from Friday was the most impactful video I've made, and I hope I can be a part of something in the future of cleaning up this industry and making it better for customers buying containers. That's what I stand for, and that's it. Have a great one. Goodbye.